Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something, and the topic is intense, sensitive, and frankly speaking, one of those incidents that leave you questioning human relationships and morality. Let's talk about Hina Khatoon, the woman from India who has reportedly gone viral after cutting off her boyfriend's private parts.
Wait a minute!
Yes, you heard that right. This incident has sent shockwaves across the country and social media. And what's even more surprising is that how internet is reacting to it. Some people are outright horrified while others are strangely impressed, even cheering her on this act of her.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't.
But here's the big question. Is this right? Is this the right thing to do? Should we be really glorifying this act of violence? Let's dive deep into it. First of all, let's break down what we know. Several reports claim that Hina Khatoon allegedly cut off her boyfriend's private part after what seems to have been a fallout in their relationship. The exact reasons are unclear at the moment. Some say it was out of revenge, while others claim that it was because of mistreatment and infidelity. Now, when such an extreme case of violence occurs, the first reaction is always shock, followed by questions: what was her motive? Was she pushed to the edge? And most importantly, was this an act of violence? Was this act justifiable in any sense? Let's take a moment to acknowledge one thing. If her boyfriend was abusive, manipulative, or betrayed her trust, that doesn't make this any less of a crime. Violence, whether it's against men or women, can never be the solution to personal or relationship issues. But here's where things get complicated. A large section of internet seems to be glorifying of what Hina did. Tweets, Instagram posts, YouTube shorts, and memes are labeling her as a hero, a symbol of empowerment for women who have suffered toxic relationships. And this raises a critical question: should we be really celebrating an act of violence, no matter the circumstances? I get it. On an emotional note, especially women might feel a sense of satisfaction or justice seeing someone stand up to a partner who may have wronged them. In a world where women often feel powerless in the face of abuse, an act like this might feel reclaiming the control. But let's think about it logically for a second. If we start normalizing and celebrating violent acts as a form of justice, where do we draw the line? Today it's about toxic relationship. What happens if this thing spills over into the other areas of life? Argument with friends, workplace conflicts. Justice isn't about revenge. It is about accountability and fairness. This particular incident also highlights the deeper issues in the society. Why did things escalate to this point? Why wasn't there an intervention earlier? Toxic relationships don't happen overnight. They're often a slow build-up of mistrust, manipulation, and unresolved conflicts. And let's not forget about the communication and mental health support. If we had better systems in place, like access to therapy or counseling for couples, could this have been avoided? We also need to talk about how the act of violence against men is often overlooked and trivialized. Yes, women face staggering level of abuse worldwide, but that doesn't mean men don't deserve protection and justice too. Equality means addressing violence in all its forms, not excusing it based on gender. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Is the internet's reaction to this fair? Honestly, I don't think so. Being impressed and glorifying this act of violence is problematic for two reasons. First, it sends the wrong message. It suggests that violence is justified response to abuse and betrayal. While the emotional appeal is strong, the long-term consequences of this thinking are dangerous, very dangerous. Second, it undermines the real conversation of accountability and justice. Instead of encouraging people to seek legal recourse or support systems, we are romanticizing the act of revenge that lead to more harm than the good for everyone involved. At the end of the day, this case isn't about choosing sides, it is about understanding the bigger picture. Hina Khatoon's actions were extreme, and while they have sparked a lot of debate, they also serve as importance of resolving conflicts in healthier and more constructive ways. So where do we go from here? As individuals, we need to encourage open communication, seek help when things get toxic, and stop glorifying violence as an act of solution. And as a society, we need to provide a better education around emotional intelligence, stronger legal protections, and accessible mental health support. What do you think? Was Hina's act a justified response to betrayal, or was it an unacceptable act of violence? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but let's keep this conversation respectful and constructive. Thanks for sticking around. If you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more discussions like this. Take care, stay kind, and I will see you in the next video.